at you cause I'm told to. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can't give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my footing, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hold back. You want better also, cause we in this cycle. I can make no mistakes.
Hello, everyone. I had to push the live back. I was in the middle of a conversation and I wanted to get finished with that one. And then I had to kind of get myself together, meditate a little bit, and get my spirit right. So let me just say, first of all, it's a new year. So happy 2024 to everybody. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna say. Happy 2024. January is a time to reset, renew, and replant your foot. Plant it on solid ground, knowing that all your past is in the past and all your present is in the present. Um, I've been getting y'all ready for the new year for a while, telling you how to set a budget, how to get yourself together. Um, January is Self Love Awareness Month. And I think a lot of people don't understand what self love is and how we show self love to ourselves. And so, since this was Self Love Awareness Month, I wanted to tell you a little bit about self love and how to get to self love, how to cultivate self love within yourself, okay? Because we watch reality TV and some of us get this. We attach ourselves on to people and we feel like self love means always accepting one's views, and that's not necessarily the case. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to tell you what self love is, how to cultivate self love in yourself, and pretty much some ways to practice self love. Okay, so I'm going to start off by giving you a little background on what people have assumed self love is and how they've assumed that some people don't have self love or just was never self loving themselves in the beginning anyway. There is a multi-billion-dollar industry dedicated to self-care, around 450 billion to be precise. And while self-care practices are an important part of cultivating self-love, it is not everything. To put into any and to put into another way, while bath bombs and massages are ways to express your love for yourself, they are not necessarily how to build it. Many of us have been subject to a variety of messages around self love and how to cultivate it. We may have been told that we can't expect anyone to love us until we love ourselves. But for those of us who have experienced childhood trauma, difficult relationships, or any number of other painful experiences, learning to love ourselves may not be as easy as it sounds. The good news is that self love is actually a skill you can develop, much like self confidence and self trust, and it's an important one. Learning what self love really is and how to go about building it, and whether or not you really need a bad bomb is not necessary. So, we're going to get into what is self love. Hi, Nadi. So, what is self love? Self love means that you have an appreciation, an affirmation, and a positive regard for yourself. It's closely related to self esteem and self composure. When you have a strong sense of self love, you understand your own values and treat yourself in a loving way. Unlike a narcissist, which is excessive self absorption and self interest, self love is a positive trait. Loving yourself means having a good understanding of both strengths and weaknesses. Narcissism is generally associated with poor mental health, but high self love has a positive effect on your well being, mental fitness, and your relationships. Why is self love important? Self love is critical to our overall well being, and despite what the perfectionist thinks, love yourself doesn't mean you don't hold yourself at a high standard. Without feeling positive towards yourselves, we may find it's hard to be motivated. Many studies suggest that we need self love in order to take actions, take chances, and take on new opportunity. Why is self love important? Self love is important because it motivates much of our positive behavior while reducing harmful behavior. It's both empowering us to take the risk and to say no to things that don't work for us. Its key component is building self composure. Self love helps us take care of ourselves, lower stress, and strive for success. But it also protects us from negative thoughts, self sabotage, and pushing ourselves too far. It is important to recognize you know what to say no to. And it is just important as to learning when to say yes. Five benefits of self love. One, lower stress and high resiliency. Ooh, I was getting tongue twisted on that word. Okay. When you feel stressed, it's generally because you don't feel capable of living up to the challenge in front of us. And you have a strong sense of self-love, you are better able to tackle challenges. Negative feelings and self-critical thoughts compose stress. When we feel good through, it's usually easier for us to problem solve. Okay, so that was one. Two, willingness to take risk, the good kind. When you are willing to take risks, we do so because we have faith in ourselves. We know that we are able to handle an outcome whether we get what we are wanting or not. A big part of self trust, but it's also benefit to you as a worth in investments. Okay. Number three, empathy. Okay. When we are able to see ourselves and accept our strengths and weaknesses with composure and appreciation, we can also have composure for others. This ability to hold spaces for other people struggles helps us to become more empathetic. In turn, empathy creates a stronger connection to sense of belonging. Number four, self-efficacy. There are four components to self-efficacy. These include seeing other people succeed, having your own mastery experiences, and being affirmed by others. The last of the feeling is good about ourselves and our capabilities. When our self-love is high, we're better able to take on new things, develop trust in our own capabilities, plus a desire to be the best are the key building blocks to self-efficacy. In turn, this self-trust and faith in our own abilities help us achieve our goals, challenge ourselves, and live our best lives. And of course, five, setting boundaries. There's a saying that a dishonest yes to say something you don't really want to do is an honest no to yourself. We often think that saying yes is everything and always willing to help is a virtue. However, the key part of self-love is knowing what to give your energy to and knowing what doesn't serve you. Okay? Self-love and self-composure are the same thing. Self-love and self-composure aren't quite the same thing, but they are strongly related to one another. Self-love has to do with whether or not you love and like yourself. It's the ability to find yourself worthy of trust, admiration, and care. Self-composure, on the other hand, is our ability to forgive ourselves and be gentle with our mistakes. I would venture to say that although you can't have one without the other, it takes something different to develop each. Ways to practice self love. Practicing self love goes beyond the surface. It takes both outer and inner work to understand our value and to feel good about ourselves. Here are some ways to develop and practice self love in our own lives. Okay. So, number one is knowing yourself. Okay. In truth, there's nothing wrong with bath bombs, scented candles, and me time. That gets the market to us as the highest form of self care. The challenge is that we might start thinking it's the most important kind of self care. True self care and self love is about making investments in yourself that has nothing to do with you shopping in a shopping cart. Personally, I love a good massage, but I have friends that hate the idea of getting one. I could spend hours reading while others might find that to be boring, things that could do, things that they could do. No one has the answer to the right way to take care of yourself. Well, except you, of course. You have to do things that make you love yourself. I'm going to say that again. You have to do things that make you love yourself, that make you give yourself that pat on the back. It doesn't have to be you spending money, okay? You can get in a quiet corner, and if you like writing poetry like I do, you can write your poetry, write your feelings down. You could journal. You could take you a long bath and enjoy relaxing music. That is loving yourself. You giving yourself time to love yourself. Taking time for yourself is a must. We have to take time to love on ourselves. We love on everybody else in the world. Now we have to take time to love on ourselves. Okay. 2, fishing for compliments. I hate this. I really do. Contrary to what you might have heard, growing up, fishing for compliments isn't a bad thing. Most of us have tendencies to toss around compliments instead of embracing and initializing them. Get into a habit of embracing compliments, acknowledgments, and in other ways, positive regards, people wanting to throw you away. Number 3, build a self care routine. Learn how to take care of yourself means building habits that support your well being. Trying a mini reset like the one above, okay? And I got all this stuff in the description box. When you feel like you need to recharge, you can also create a self care plan for yourself. Okay. So that doesn't mean that you don't love yourself. Okay. But it just means, you need to reset yourself. You need to recenter yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to go out and buy the newest gadgets and all that stuff. Like I said, you can do this without buying anything. You don't have to buy anything. You just have to know how to love on yourself. Everybody knows what their body needs and what their body wants. But you have to learn to love yourself. Okay. And so since this is self love awareness month, we're going to show each other some self-love. Okay. So today I want y'all to take 15 minutes of your time. Get in a quiet space, whether that's the bathtub, whether it's your bed, whether it's your prayer closet, whatever it is, whatever that space is for you. Get in that quiet place and love on yourself, whatever that means for you. Whether it's using your favorite healthcare products, whether it's taking time to write in your journal, whether it's time to meditate to yourself and clear your mind. Learn to love on yourself. A lot of people do tell you, how can you love somebody else when you first don't learn how to love yourself? And that is a very true statement. We have to learn to love ourselves in order to show love and to receive it. Because you never know who's trying to give you that love. And because you have this bad relationship with yourself, you can't take it in. And sometimes we reject those feelings off onto other people. We take it as okay, because they're not giving me the compliment I want. They're not giving me what I need. Then they don't love me. Sometimes it's a inconnect with yourself. And we got to get back to loving ourselves and not looking for love from somebody else. Because when you love yourself enough to know how amazing, how bright you are, what that light is inside of you, nobody can put it out. And you're going to be prone to throwing away the BS. And guess what? That takes away all that negativity. Because your self-love is going to permeate throughout your body. And it's not going to let you take in all that bad stuff. It's not. I want all y'all to win in 2024. This is the year of the dragon, okay? It's the wood dragon at that, okay? And the color is green, which symbolizes money, resources, energy. If that in itself does not inspire y'all to make 2024 a year of self-renewal of yourself, then I don't know what it is. Because I'm telling you, I believe in it. I believe that God put us here for a reason. And I believe God is moving in us in a way that he's about to pour out some blessings, okay? I don't want nobody that's supposed to be a P&A operator over here not getting that blessing. So I'm telling you, tap in, start loving on yourself today. If you not made that choice before, make it today. Today is the day I'm going to love on myself. I'm not going to wait on somebody else to come in and sweep me off my feet and love on me. Today is the day I'm going to love on myself. I'm going to do what me needs to do for me. Okay? Date yourself. It is something special about being able to date yourself. Let me tell you something. I haven't went out on dates with myself. I've wined and dined myself. Hell, I've even cooked for myself, okay? Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. And that's what I want y'all to do. Starting today, I want you to set up a time where you just designate it to loving yourself. If it's 10 minutes, if it's 15 minutes, whatever that time is. Know that you are special. Know that you are a light in this world and that you are needed. You are needed. You are wanted and you are loved. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I'm telling you, 2024 is going to be an amazing year. And we finna go to some amazing, amazing places. Okay? And so I'm going to leave y'all with a Bible verse on self-love before I leave here. But I just want you to know that self-love is an amazing thing. And we can't let it go because we got to love ourselves first. We can't give love to everybody else and not forget about ourselves. Okay? Amen? I know it's okay to give love to everybody else, but it's okay to love on yourself. And I just want you to know that God didn't put you here for you not to be loved. It says Genesis 1:31. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And he validated it completely. And there was an evening, and there was a morning, and a sixth day. Okay, so that Bible verse is telling you if God made this world and he said it was good, and everything was perfect, and everything was good, and he made a first day, a second day, a third day, a fourth day, fifth day, a sixth day, and a seventh day. And he said all that was good and it was complete. God said he had already gave you the perfect remedy, okay? So know that self-love, love yourself, okay? I hope that y'all all have an amazing day. I hope that y'all all be blessed just like me. And I hope y'all will keep coming back because, baby, we finna be on and popping. Now, as y'all know, Sisters come on tonight, okay? It's the season 7, okay? It's coming on tonight. And we're going to be back tomorrow for that Sisters review. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow at 4 o'clock for Sisters review. And I'm going to try to start meditation tomorrow. I was supposed to start it on the 1st, but God had other plans. And, my husband, we brought it in the hospital. He's doing a little better. So hopefully we'll be able to meditate tomorrow morning, a guided meditation. And we're going to do the guided meditation on self-love. How about that? Since it's self-love awareness, we're going to start off with some self-love, okay? So I hope y'all all have an amazing day. Please Get that negative part out of you, okay? Know that I love you and I'm praying for you to win in this world. I pray that you be blessed among everything else. I pray that He blow out health to y'all, resources to y'all, finances to y'all, ideas to y'all. It's never too late to start putting into yourself. Invest into you. I can't invest into somebody else until I invest into myself. Okay? I can't love on somebody else until I love on myself. I can't help somebody else until I help myself. Somebody reached out a hand to help me. I'm going to reach out a hand and help as many as I can. And I pray that y'all do that. We're going to live life and live it more abundantly. We're going to pray more. We're going to live more. We're going to laugh more. We're going to love more. There's no hate over here. It's nothing but positive energy over here. We respect everybody's opinions over here. We respect everybody's time over here. I pray nothing but blessings over y'all. In the name of Jesus. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.